What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Spotlight by CG Roofless, man. We got a special guest, another Austin, PA player, but this time he's a linebacker, and his last name, it's pretty cool, but his name is Bo, but he's a spear, but he's a man that just spears on the football field, man. How's it going?
That was good. How you doing?
Oh, doing so well, man. I'm so pumped. Another Austin, PA player that I had the other week or
Yes,
so.
sir.
But hey, man, must be good, man. Must be good to get your dream to come true, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a blessing. I'm just glad to be in this moment. Just taking it in every moment at a time.
Oh yeah, for sure. For those people who are not familiar with you, man, just tell me about yourself.
My name is Bo Spearman. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I went to high school at Shays Valley High School. I graduated in 2020, so I came out during COVID. I originally started at the University of UTC, University of Chattanooga. Then I transferred to Austin P for my last year.
Okay, so you started college at Chattanooga, is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
So was there like any other offers coming out of high school besides Chattanooga, or no?
Well, I ended up my last year, I ended up being a 3-star, so I had a ton of offers. They just the one that stuck out the most because they came to, like, all my games, they came to all my practices and stuff, so they just showed a lot of love for me.
Okay, that made a lot of sense. So explain your experience. What was it like to go to Chattanooga?
I think it was definitely humbling to go to Chattanooga because come to FCS school as a 3-star. I thought I was going to come out and start immediately, but I had to learn from a lot of great guys, so it was definitely a good experience as well. I learned a lot from those guys.
It's pretty much a solid program. It's pretty good.
Oh yes, sir. Actually, they play each other.
Yeah, had to be pretty
Mm.
interesting to play with these kind of guys. That you guys seem to have some pretty good defense on that conference.
Oh yeah, FCS is like it's not like what people think when they like come down to the different level. They always think it's like the competition is sweet or something like that. But it's definitely not. I would say the only difference would have to be like up front with just size wise because like you play guys like Alabama and Louisville, they're gonna have your guys is 6'8", 350 pounds. But as opposed to Chattanooga, we have guys that's like six. You know what I'm saying? They still big size, but they just not like.
Yeah, I mean, you guys played some decent competition at least, but I think
Oh,
in
for
some of your
sure.
games they didn't show a lot of the national stage, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. Not all of them.
Yeah, but just from playing linebacker, bro, like who do you model yourself after?
I model myself after a lot of guys, just like guys my size, like Drake Greenlaw. What's the guy that played for the Bucks? I can't think of it right now. I don't want to mess up his name. Uh, he was at LSU too. I can't think of his name exactly right now.
Oh wait,
But
an LSU mean like Devin White?
yeah, he went to LSU as well. But he's played. He was with Devin White. I'm sorry, I can't think of his name
Devin
for
White,
some
yeah,
reason.
Devin White or something.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but yeah, Devin White. I model myself after guys like that because they're around my size. We all
Yeah,
both sideline to sideline players, so I try to like look
yeah.
out to them.
The
But
sideline
these
to sideline.
days,
I think I saw one of your little tape where you kind of went all the way down the field. Like I kind of see where you're kind of under the radar. Like you're just right on the field making the
yes,
play.
sir.
I can see a little bit of Drake Greenlaw, man, because there is a vacancy in San Francisco since he already left to Denver, man. So I'm pretty sure we're trying to look for that next Drake Greenlaw, man. So what
Yes,
was the
sir.
what was the meeting like with the 49ers?
It was like a very formal meeting. It wasn't like the NFL combine style, like where you have like the sit down meeting. It was just more like introducing ourselves, telling them about my times and stuff from the pro day and stuff like that.
Okay, but I know that you met with the Packers and another team in general, right?
Yes, sir. It was just yeah, just same thing. Just meeting them, introducing myself after the pro day, and trying to build a relationship. That's all.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure you're trying to get their attention and get an opportunity at it. So, what makes you stand out from the rest of the linebackers in this draft class?
In my position, I feel like it's a lot of linebackers that can't do what I can do. Most linebackers are one dimensional. Like as opposed, I think I'm 3 dimensional. I can rush the passer, I can cover, and I can stop the run. So I think I could be an all down linebacker. But I also can like, so I can tackle your best running back, and I can also go cover your best receiver. So I think that's what separates me, more my versatility and my speed.
Okay, so versatility is going to be something that they look at the most. So, What kind of defense did you guys play at Austin, PA?
We played on multiple defense, but I came up the most playing like the 4-3, four down linemen, and then three linebackers. That's what I came up the most playing. That's the best for me to play.
Okay. So for those 32 teams, what should you tell them why they should draft you?
I think they should draft me because getting a guy like me, getting a guy that loves football. Like this is my life. It's it's not like a hobby for me. I've been doing this since I was 3 years old. So, and I couldn't see myself doing anything else. I love football. I love my teammates, and I'm willing to do whatever to help us win.
Oh yeah. I like that. Like you said, you kind of have a little bit of something unique and you do a little bit of everything. So I guess if you were to put in a difference, I mean, people are talking Jalen Walker, but why not look at a small school like Spearman, man? Like it's not far off. Maybe you get your what you call you get your Coke and your Diet Pepsi or whatever version, but what's the
Mhm.
difference?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
feel
get a
like I
little
feel
of the
like
light flavor, right?
yes, sir. I feel like I'm just as good as some of those guys too. I just played at a different level, so it's kind of I have to show out a little bit more. But those are some
Yeah.
very talented guys. All of those very talented guys.
Yeah, for sure. So, what do you take away from your pro day? How did you test on the pro day? I was trying to check how you tested on your other stuff. I didn't see much of it.
I think I did pretty good for my size. I could have definitely did a lot better, but it's all like the nerves and coming to it when you've been training for something your whole life and it's finally there. So your
Yeah.
nerves kind of came in a little bit, but I think I had a pretty solid day, but it could have definitely been better.
Oh yeah. Like I think you got to come with confidence and all that. I mean, I can see a little bit of your game like Greenlaw, but I think the more I watch some of the film that I've seen from your tape, I see a lot of Al Shire.
Oh yeah.
That's another guy you didn't even mention, but that guy is something else.
Yeah. I see. It's been. I ain't really been like locked in on NFL football much because this year I was so locked in on college football, just trying to finish my last year, so I didn't get to really watch much this year. So it's like it was hard for me to even get the comparison for you.
Yeah, I mean it's
Mm,
kind of like, but the way I look at your game, the more I watch, I'm like seeing a lot of the Al Shire kind of game because he was
mm,
undersized also, and he came
mm.
in with a lot to prove,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and he played with a purpose, man. He didn't give a damn. He just wanted to hurt. He wanted to just make plays and do whatever was necessary.
Yes, sir. That's the type of guy you're gonna be getting out of me. Is just anybody want to just make plays, make my team better. That's all.
Oh yeah, for sure. So are you the kind of guy that likes to trash talk, or you let your play do the talking?
I'll say a little bit of both. It depends on the mood. Like I trash talk a little bit sometimes. Well, it depends. Yeah, definitely. Like on the goal line, I'm trash talking. I'm talking crazy.
Well,
But
for a linebacker, I need a linebacker to trash talk and have confidence, man. Because if you
yeah.
don't have that, then why are you playing linebacker, bro? You got to have some kind of mental mindset game a little bit, like kind of like
Oh,
how
for
Ray
sure.
Lewis and those other guys play.
hmm For sure. Like I think I do. Like I said, I do both. I'll let the game talk for me, and talk. I talk a little bit too.
Yeah. So even for a linebacker, bro, I'm guessing you're a leader, right? So how do you lead your team, bro? Like your defense, everybody on the field. How do you motivate them?
Yeah, I'm not the best motivational speaker, but they see me doing stuff and they be like, okay, let's just do what he do. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe like I'll lead by example more than by speech.
Okay, so you're just the guy that leads by example instead of just speaking up on them. So like,
I'll speak up too, but I'm not like the most vocal guy because sometimes I try to like lock in myself, and when I'm in that mode, I like to be quiet sometimes.
I guess your play does the talking, so I guess it makes sense. But
Yes, sir.
yeah. But under the circumstances, like I've seen you kind of barring maybe deal with certain situations before. But let's go with some common sense stuff. Like let's say you have a quitter. Let's say you have a Devondre Campbell on your football team. He walks out during the third quarter and he doesn't explain why he quit. He just walks out because he complained about his playing time. How do you deal with it as a teammate, bro? It's even in the middle of
I,
the game.
I think as a teammate, you got to get the other guys ready to go because we can't deal with that right now. At least we got to deal with what's in front of us. We got 60 minutes to finish the game, so we'll deal with him like later on.
Okay. So as a leader on your team during the sideline, let's say a teammate's not on the same page and they're just
Mhm.
at an altercation. How do you deal with that situation?
Really, most guys just calm down on their own. So you just tell them like, calm down. It's us together. It's a team. We're not fighting against each other. It's not practice anymore where it's 11 against 11. It's us, all of us together. So it's like a just love on each other basically.
Oh yeah, for sure. So game.
And
So
then
there's game on the line, bro. You're going into halftime down by multiple touchdowns. What's the best way to get this team to wake up and just come back and win this ball game?
just tell them keep fighting. That's because we found ourselves in that position multiple times this year. So really, all you can do is just keep fighting, and one play can change the game because literally it's a momentum game. So if it could just be a one play, or maybe it's a hold in a flag or something like that. It could just change the whole course of the game, and it can cause a crazy comeback if you just keep fighting.
I like the attitude, man. But let's say a coach wants you to do a certain play, but you actually read the other play the other way. Like, how do you kind of like correct them on a certain play that you would tell them, hey man, I covered that play well on this play or whatever. You know how some coaches
hmm
would get on your nerves a little bit and say,
hmm
hey, I wanted you to do this play.
Well, it's really no way that you can correct the coach because the coach is never wrong. So you really got to just go with whatever. Just trust your coaches because even if you say that it was you ran the wrong play, if we all wrong, we all right. So if we all just buy into what he's saying, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, they're always right, but maybe they can actually get a better understanding of why you did that play in the first place. They might ask why'd you get that first, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but most coaches are open to like they'll open to like open looking at the iPad. They're like, so what did you see here? So it's not like you just
Yeah,
getting
they
on to you the whole
communicate
time.
with it. Yeah.
hmm
So going for these type of games, how do you prepare for your upcoming games and what's your pregame ritual before you play games?
I don't really have a pregame ritual, but preparing for the games coming up, uh, like I just watch film, a ton of film, like because I don't have a TV. Like I said it one time before, I don't have a TV at home. I just have my projector and my computer, and that's just all I watch is film. I'm trying to find like I'm not really watching so much as like the highlights. Even if I'm watching myself, I'm trying to see how can I like what did I do wrong in film right here? How can I make it better to like, make the play better? So it's like it's just like the little things. Watching the film, if you watch enough film, you'll be comfortable enough because you'll know where everything's going.
Yeah. I mean, but so when you so when you face an opponent, what's your most like what's the tape and film you're looking at the most that you're trying to exploit the most on? Because I know for certain players they have to watch a certain player and say, this is who I'm matching up with. What can I do to
hmm
beat this guy or something?
Well, see me. So I've been playing will linebacker last year and like striker linebacker. So I'm like guarding the tight ends or all that. So most times I'll see like the alignment of the tight end and the running back because the alignments will tell you everything. Like if you got a wide running back, he gonna run like some out route or maybe a toss route. So you can tell by where the play is going by the alignment of the running back. But the biggest tell for me is the Y off, which is the tight end that's on the ball because the ball always follows him because he's the best, like he's the fastest and best blocker. So the ball's gonna always follow him. Like even when they might pull the other way, but the ball's gonna always follow that yo.
Okay, so between what you said, like a tail, like it can give you a difference between them running the ball and actually passing. So what kind of like signs that it does it like when you kind of have an idea, you know what, they're gonna pass. Like how
But
do you
I
get an
mean,
idea from the offensive lineman? Because I think by their foot and with the way they do it, you
oh
kind of
yeah.
have an idea of what they're doing.
Well, especially at this level, the bigger guys they can't get in that stand. So if he's pulling, most times they'll be real far back off the line because they don't want to trip. Or so like you can tell when somebody's getting ready to pull, and you can definitely tell when somebody's getting ready to pass it because they don't want to be too low in their stance and then get outran by a DN and rushing off the edge. So most times they'll tell by hi hats or like it's usually the tackle that tell you everything.
Yeah, it gives you an idea. Like even if that
hmm
lineman from the tackle spot, if he has a certain like where he's kind of standing on or whatever like, let's say if his foot's going a little backwards, I think it's mostly pass blocking.
Right.
But if it's just like you said, if he's just bending down, like kind of like kneeing down a little bit, it's more of a run.
Run block because you can tell he trying to he don't want to get beat into that gap, that B gap.
Yeah. Or you can just tell by the way he's kind of turning around and doing a pull.
hmm
But okay, so let's say you go into the NFL, which I believe you are. What would you want to pick your brains from Fred Warner? What would you want to learn from this guy?
Well, he's the best linebacker in the league right now for a reason. So I just want to know, like, I would love to learn how he uses his hands. I'm a good pass rusher, but I've been more so using like speed or something. Like I would love to learn how to like actually pass rush and how he maneuvered his way through.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the more you learn from this guy, the better. Maybe you can have like a little bit of good communication with him, and he can probably show you more stuff. And maybe on your free time, you can hang around with one of those linebacker mates and maybe go on one of his shows, and then you guys break down certain plays or whatever. Maybe that's something down the road, but you would at least be a quick processor. You would understand the difference of the NFL, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so has there been any other ex NFL players who've reached out to you and gave you some proper advice of what to expect?
Well, ex-NFL players will be like my family members. My uncle, well, both of my uncles, my mom and my dad's side, both played in the NFL. My uncle on my mom's side got drafted by I want to say the Minnesota Vikings. He went to the University of Tennessee and he played DN with the Patriots and the Vikings. Then my mom on my, I mean my uncle on my dad's side, he went to Ole Miss and he got drafted by the Bengals. He played linebacker, so it's kind of like just listening to him.
I mean, at least you're picking knowledge from the family, so it doesn't fall from the tree like they all say. You
Yeah,
just pick your knowledge and go from there.
for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I guess you got some families that play in the NFL. That's pretty cool. At least you can get the advice from them anytime you want.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, we can go with some rapid fire. I mean, I know for some people we have to have to know who you are as a person, but let's get an idea of what you are. So I'm thinking for fast food, I'm guessing you're probably not into it like that anymore because you're dieting. But if you had to
Hmm.
choose, would it be McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's or Burger King. I'm not really a fan of either these days, but I
Have it
think I'll
your way.
pick. I think I'll pick McDonald's this time.
Okay. Oh,
Mm.
dude, McDonald's. I thought you were gonna go Burger King, man. It seems like
Nah.
everybody goes to McDonald's as a common thing, but it's all good, man.
Mm,
Um, as far as like soda, everybody keeps saying what's better, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi or Coke. I like Coke better than Pepsi.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, if you had to go to a go-to shopping that's not expensive, but you go to Walmart or Target, which one you would go to?
Walmart for sure.
Okay, so PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Ah, man. It's all
PlayStation for
good, man.
sure.
Just see, that's how we get to see who you are as a person and what your interest is and all that. So outside of football, who are you as a person?
Outside of football, I'm a really uncle. I come home and just watch my nephew all the time. I'm here barbecuing right now. We just outside barbecuing and yeah, really just trying to let my nephew see the best side of me. That's all.
Oh, that's good, man. At least you're more of a family person and all that stuff. So it's going to be a lot fun when that opportunity presents itself. So,
Oh yeah, big on family, huge.
okay. So let's say during draft day, let's say your name gets called. What's it going to feel like? Is it going to feel like surreal or is it going to be business as usual to you?
It would definitely be surreal. Like I would be like, wow. Like I don't know. Yeah, it would be a surreal moment because it's something that you always been wanting to hear as a kid. But even getting signed, I would still feel surreal. Like everything would be surreal because I'm just so grateful for the moment.
Oh, yeah, it will be for those opportunities. But I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a team you grew up watching that you would love to play for, just like in your dream. Which NFL team that you really grew up watching, and you say, you know what, I want to play for
Mm.
that team.
I don't think I have a direct NFL team right now. Like I'm open to everything. I want to play. I just want to keep playing football. That's all.
Okay, so all 32 teams go pay attention to Bo Spearman, man. I'm telling
Oh
you,
yeah.
don't sleep on him.
I'm
So
telling you.
okay, so what's your go-to watching shows? Shows you like to watch. Everybody has Netflix and other shows. There's something
Mhm,
that you get away from sports for a little bit and just
mhm. Uh, Watching TV. I'm watching them. I like BMF a little bit. I like BMF, and I like I forgot what the other one was with Snowfall. I like Snowfall too.
oh, that's cool. That's good.
Hmm.
I mean, that's some good shows to look at. But so what's your other sports interests outside of football that you like to watch?
I like basketball. I like watching track. I recently just met a couple baseball players, so I like baseball a little bit too. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it for real.
Not wrestling?
I haven't got into wrestling yet. I like boxing a little bit now, though. I do like watching
Okay.
boxing a little bit too.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So what's like your cheat meal, man? Like something you like?
My cheat meal, shoot, I ain't gonna lie. These days, every day a cheat meal. I love some good soul food though.
Oh, soul
I love
food can't go wrong. Fried chicken and other stuff, right?
oh yeah, collard greens, all that stuff. I love some good soul food. I like tacos and stuff, especially.
All right, sounds kind of cool. I guess if we had to go for another like little go-to place, like what would you have to pick between KFC and Popeyes? What would it be?
KFC and Popeyes. I actually don't like neither one of them. I like Publix chicken the best.
Oh, Public chicken? Never heard of it. Okay.
You know, you never had chicken from Publix?
No,
Ah,
I don't think we
yeah.
have one around California.
Ah, man, yeah. I like chicken from like Publix and stuff, but I'm not too a fan of the fast food chicken.
Okay, but like, so what kind of dieting they usually do? Because I know for some NFL players or any college players, they have to be in the best shape and be on a certain weight and be on a certain diet.
Mhm. I didn't really have a great diet when I was coming out because like I was just always so active, so it kind of just fell off me, and I had the young man where your metabolism high, so eat a big meal and then go run, and it's all coming off. So it was never really that serious for me with the diet.
Yeah. Well, I guess you kind of just balance whatever you can eat, but you still play at a high level, anyways, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting for that journey when that time comes, man. I know it's gonna be worth it. You know, all those years that you put into, it's gonna be
Mhm.
worth it at the end of the day. So, what do you take from all those years in college that you need to improve on going into the NFL?
I would say you definitely have to pay more attention to detail in NFL because everybody's good. Like it's not gonna be like where it's like two or three people on the team that's good and it's everybody else is like mediocre. Everybody's good. Everybody's there for a reason. So you have to pay attention to every detail. Everything got to be sharp.
Okay, so if you had to choose a quarterback that you wanted to get an interception with, who would it be?
A quarterback that I wanted to get an interception from. Does it have to be like a today's quarterback
It
or
could be today's or past quarterback. Don't matter to me.
okay? I would say Drew Brees.
Ooh, I like that choice. You can't go wrong with that one. But let's say you have a chance to go sack a quarterback. Would it be Drew Brees still? Would you do kind of like the Ahmad Brooks play where his neck was kind of like a turtleneck?
Ah, no, no, I wouldn't do him like that. I wouldn't do him. Let's see, who would I want to say? Uh, Probably, well, today, if it's today's quarterback, I would definitely want to go sack Bo Nix because I played them in high school.
Oh,
And
so you played against him in high school, huh? Bo
oh yeah,
Nix.
we went to rival high schools. He went to Pinson Valley, and I went to Shays Valley. I played against him, Kool Aid, Keontae Johnson. They were all on the same team.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. So you guys played some good competition at Alabama, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It kind of gets you ready for the next level for sure. So I guess what's like your go-to favorite music when you get ready for games or just something that kind of calms you and relax you?
My go-to favorite music, I like to listen to a rapper named Huncho. That's my go-to. Like I know all his songs at this point, so I just listen to him like on repeat or his old album or something.
Oh yeah, man, that's good. That's good to go with. It's gonna feel surreal when that time comes, man. So whatever happens from here, man, it's gonna be a fun ride, man. At the end of the day,
Yes, sir. I'm just glad to be here.
yeah. Hey, man, but I know that you probably got a lot going on, so I definitely appreciate your time. I know it's gonna be worth it. Whatever happens from here, man, I'm definitely rooting for you to succeed, man. So if you somehow end up in San Francisco, we got to make a second appearance, man, just to get the other faithfuls to see who you are. But hey, man, it's gonna be fun at the end of the day, bro. It's gonna be worth the process and what you go through, you know. So
Yes, sir.
yeah,
I
and
appreciate you.
and
I
the best
appreciate you.
advice for you, bro, is just take every opportunity you can, man. Don't matter if it's small reps here and there. Just make the most out of it, like they say.
Yes, sir.
All right, for sure. And for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in. But let's before we end this, tell everybody where they can find your social media platform.
You can find me on Twitter at Spearman 3. You can find me on Instagram at Spearman 15.
All right. So for everybody else, go check out Bo Spearman. This guy, don't underestimate him, man. This guy will make you pay. His last name is Spearman for a reason, man, because he's gonna spear your opposing running back. He's gonna put a spear on your opposing quarterback for sure, man. Do not sleep on this guy. But hey, I gotta say, bro, good luck. And for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in.